एको देव सर्वभूतेषु गूढ़ः सर्वव्यापी सर्वभूतांतरात्मा कर्माध्यक्ष सर्वभूताधिवास साक्षी चेता केवलो निर्गुणस्य मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरु माता गुरु पिता गुरु मति गुरु गति बिना गुरु न मे ज्ञानम बिना गुरु न मे स्थिति। I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. Good evening. It is by the grace of God and Shri Gurudev we all have assembled here to commemorate Shri Gurudev's 50th anniversary, to visit South and North Americas. He came first in 1974, 51 years ago, to Europe. And then he went back from there. Then he again came first to South America, then to North America in 1975. He had come to Canada quite a few times, and he loved Canada. Although with busy schedule, I have not been able to come to Canada so much. For Kriya program, I came 2017 to Toronto. I have been there a few times. I love to go see Canada's, people of First Nation. Once we went to Moose Factory. It was nice to see the traditional life and people here. This world is a beautiful place to live. You might have heard the song of Yogananji, "Oh God, Beautiful." And in the song, he's talking of the mountain, talking of the river, talking of the ocean, talking of forest. So everything is here. So I was asking a question to those who were with me in one casual conversation. In Canada, how many lakes we have? How many lakes? How many rivers? Amazing part of God's creation. So beautiful. And however, I consider my life as a pilgrimage. One day I was sitting with my Gurudev. It was in Vienna, maybe 1995. He asked me, "Baba, why do people go for holiday, vacation?" My parents did not go for holiday or vacation. My brothers and sisters. Nowadays I see everybody is going. Normally I talk very little with him. That day it was nice conversation. I said, "Baba, everybody goes for vacation." He said, "Everybody in India?" I said, "Yes, in India its name is pilgrimage." They went to visit temple. Suppose one will go to the temple in Tirupati, Suppose one will go to Gangotri or Yamunotri in the Himalayas. So the difference between holiday and vacation and pilgrimage, the difference is both similarity, people save some money, people save some time, vacation, they go. And those who go for vacation, they go to seaside, they go to some place of nature. They goal is enjoyment, pleasure. Those who went on pilgrimage, they went to nature, same thing. They went to seaside, let it be Puri. They went to the mountains, like Badrinath. So they went to nature, but the goal is something different. Goal is God. At the end of vacation, when people have to come back, that again to the world, again to work, again the same. So, but a person comes back from pilgrimage, not with this type of thought, with the thought of joyfulness, divinity, calmness, peace, because had some special experience. In holidays, vacation, people love to have comfortable stay, hotel, nice food. In pilgrimage, they didn't think of comfort. They thought hardship, climbing, oh God, oh God. Suppose people are going to Vaishno Devi, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, they're singing and walking. Same with Tirupati, people sing and walk. So they come back with joyfulness. It is truly our each one's life, not only my life, each one's life is a pilgrimage. This earth is not our permanent place. We have gone on pilgrimage and we have to go back. Now, when we are living on this earth with, all these beauties, how to live? Ordinarily, I give an example. The example is a common experience. For example, you are taking food. While taking food, a little piece of spinach stuck in between your teeth. So what would happen? You just think, what will happen to your tongue? Tongue will go again and again there to take it out, to take it out, to take it out. If the tongue is unsuccessful, then the brain will tell the hand, take a toothpick and take it out. So long as it is not gone, the mind is restless. With this simple example, the tongue and teeth, do you know, there is a nice dialogue between tongue and teeth. In the mouth, who is the elder one? Tongue or teeth? The tongue. Teeth came, and the teeth came first, the milk teeth. Then they were gone. Then the tongue and teeth. Tongue is in their relationship. Tongue is very gentle. Tongue never hurts the teeth. Tongue helps the teeth. But teeth sometimes bite the tongue. And the teeth, tongue, this biting relationship, tongue told my teeth, I always loved you, I always took care of you. I considered you as my younger siblings. But you hurt me so much. I forgive you, still then you hurt. I was very patient. I thought when wisdom teeth will come, we get wisdom teeth little later. I thought with wisdom you will be nice. But that doesn't happen. Still then you bite me. I was writing this thing while discussing about forgiveness. How to forgive? The tongue is forgiving. Why tongue is forgiving? Tongue considers we belong to one family. We have to live together. You can tell, love your brother, or you can tell, love your neighbor. You can tell, love your enemy. So if anyway, if the tongue tells teeth your enemy, no, the tongue considered the teeth, you are mine. We belong to one family. We have to live together. The teeth told tongue what to do. You are soft, I am rude, I am hard. You are flexible, I am inflexible. And you know my nature, deal with me a little bit carefully. The teeth telling the tongue, deal with me a little bit carefully. Now come back to our spinach story. What is the example or message from this example? The inside mouth teeth are natural, spinach is not natural. So tongue wants to take out the unnatural stuff which is not healthy. So the meaning is we love that which is natural and we do not want that which is unnatural. Smile is natural. Frowning face is unnatural. Health is natural. Sickness is unnatural. Knowledge is natural. Ignorance is unnatural. Immortality is natural. Death is unnatural. Fear of death. Body will die. But if you think body will die, body doesn't die really. It is made of 5 elements, goes back to 5 elements. Like this, if we make a list of natural and unnatural, happiness is natural, unhappiness, sorrow is unnatural, contentment is natural, discontentment is unnatural, forgiveness is natural, unforgiving attitude is unnatural, to be divine is natural, to be devilish is unnatural. I can go on telling a big list of natural and unnatural, no need. But how to be that? How to be healthy? How to be happy? How to be content? How to be peaceful? How to be joyful? This evening I was asking, what is the meaning of the word well-being? In the topic, it is written about well-being. So what is well-being? Well-being is not just health. It is health, it is happiness, it is contentment, it is positive emotional state. I'm telling positive emotional state. So all these are taken together, it is well-being. Who doesn't want one's own well-being? Who doesn't want the well-being of the family members? Who doesn't want well-being of our own kids, own children? We all want well-being. But what is happening? When I travel, for example, I came to this beautiful city, Calgary. We reached in the evening time. So airport to home. Yesterday, I came to this place and went back. That's all. Nothing more. Today, I went to a temple, then I came here. Normally, I don't see public too much. When I travel in the car, I look through the window. I read the poster. I look at people. I look at anything is there. I enjoy it. Do not If I see somebody smoking, I pray to God. He's enjoying, but he's enjoying his smoking all right, but this enjoyment is not enjoyment. I pray to God, oh God, help him. If the car is passing through a river, do you know what I do? I feel it is not just river, it is Ganga. Wherever which river is there, it is Ganga. I just fold my hands. If I pass by a church or a mosque or a temple, everything, every place is place of worship. I fold my hand, I pray. Similarly, in the airport, that is the place where I see public more. One day I was looking one mother. The baby might be hardly 1 year or so. The mother is drinking Coca-Cola and telling the baby to drink. You cannot imagine how much pain I felt in my heart. I could not tell her it is not healthy. There is a saying in Sanskrit, don't advise people unless you are asked. Aprusto bahubhasate. Answer if you are asked. If you are not asked, you tell something. It is none of your business. But God has given my mind to pray. I was praying to God, oh God, give her a good mind so that she should not dump all these garbage into the body of the baby. However, if this is the meaning of well-being, we want good health physically. Physical health is needed. In India, we have many languages. And the word hospital in different languages, they use it their own word. In one state, it is written Rugnalaya. Rugna Alaya, the home of the sick. Another place it is written Swasthya Kendra, place of health. Same is hospital. If you tell it is the home of the sick or it is place of health. Now my question to you, we want to be healthy, we want to be happy, we want to be strong, we want to be content, we want to be peaceful. Who stops you? Who is telling you don't be happy, happy become unhappy? Who is telling that be unhealthy? Who? Before going to the topic of breath, I'll talk a little bit on this health. I was born sick. When I came in this life's pilgrimage, I came out of my mother's womb very early. 7 months old baby, and in a remote village, no electricity, and nearby health center, one doctor, and he's everything. In India, we use the MBBS doctor, and I'm telling 65 years ago, he's the dentist, he's the surgeon, he's the medicine specialist, he's the pathology expert, he's everything. With few years medical study. However, I survived. I survived. Do you know what happened? Many sickness. I don't know if you have heard about Swami Vivekananda. I love him. When I was those who are from India, they will understand it better. When I was a schoolboy, so there was the essay to write in English. Your great national hero, your favorite national hero. In my class 9, I wrote about Subhash Bose. He was a patriot, freedom fighter. He is my ideal. In class 10th, the same topic. I love Subhash Bose, but my consciousness developed. I wrote about Vivekananda. So Vivekananda died young. Hardly he was 40. And somewhere I made a list of diseases he had. You cannot imagine. A big list of diseases. So when I grew up, the most torturing sickness which I had, it was asthma. And you can imagine my childhood, teenage, my head was working good. I was a good student. I was not a good sportsman. I couldn't play so much in the playground. I played nice chess, but I could not play soccer. If I tried to play, never a ball touched my foot. You understand me how good player I was. So I could not climb the steps at a time. And I will come back climbing the steps. It was in 1996 I came first to North America. And my first place was New York City. The apartment where we lived, it was very close to World Trade Center. I don't remember, it must be 40 floors, 40th floor or something. After evening meditation, I used to climb, not use the elevator. Others will be using the elevator, I used to climb. 96, 97, 98, many years I stayed in the same place. I climbed. In my teenage, I was not able to climb 5 steps. I was stopped. 2, 3 pillows, difficult. Now I come back to breath. I understood the value of breath. Difficult in breathing in my childhood, in my teenage, a lot. Again, I come back to my sickness. I was taking regularly medicine for asthma. It was in 1978. I came to study at Cuttack. I read the article of one person, 2 articles. How to take care of your health. I liked the person's writing. His name and address was there. I searched for him. I found him. He was not a doctor. He was a businessman. But very kind-hearted man. He spoke to me and he told, do you know, if there are doctors, don't misunderstand me. He said, medicine helps. Surgery can heal, but medicine cannot cure. Suppose somebody is suffering from hypertension and goes to doctor gives medicine. So you have to take medicine for how long? Lifelong. Suppose somebody is suffering from asthma. You go to the doctor will give medicine. Medicine helps. But for how long? Lifelong. If that medicine is not working, the doctor will increase the dose. Increase the dose like this, it happens. And that is the way we know. That person told me, if you want to be healthy, do few things. And I followed him. He told me, among few things, one is to walk. With walk, you can understand you have to breathe. And breathe in a different way. I'm sitting here, I'm breathing in a different way. If I'm walking, the breath will change, the pattern of breath. You cannot imagine in 1978, 79, I was 19 years old, 20 years. In the beginning of my walking, I'll walk few steps, I'll cough. My body will bend down, tear will come, then I'll walk because he has told me to walk. So whatever he told change your food, walk, then you come and I will tell you something to do. Nothing, he was not asking anything from me, and it is all, no expensive, nothing, not to spend anything. Can you imagine? 1978 till now, I have not taken a single medicine for asthma. I cannot follow him. For example, I am here, I have not gone for walk. But still then I manage, I maintain. So no medicine. If you think, if I would have taken or taking medicine for all these years, asthma medicine, what would have happened to me? Dependent upon medicine, how much money I would have spent, how much sickness I would have been suffering, because suffering would not have gone, just little temporary relief. My friends, if we want our well-being, few things I will tell in brief, then I'll come to breath. Change your attitude. This is the first. Positive attitude. If you want to be healthy, take care of your food. Food should be healthy. I'm not elaborating it. If you want to be healthy, bring God into your life. There is a verse in Sanskrit, Ausadham Janhavi Toyam Vaidya Narayana Harihi. God is the healer. God is the doctor. And here in this verse it is said, Ganga water is the medicine. But keep relationship with God. How to keep this relationship? Relationship is prayer, meditation, loving God in way you want. Yesterday I told you to love God in all. God is everything. Now I come to this topic, the breath. And significance of breath for physical health, mental health, and spiritual health, or well-being. We all are breathing. Those who breathe, they have life. No breath, no life. And those who breathe, there is soul. Breath doesn't go in and out by itself. When I tell this, don't misunderstand me. Plants have life. Plants are breathing. Plants have soul. Dog has life. Dog is breathing. Dog has soul. I give my love to Pope Francis, who left his body. I read somewhere that once a child wrote him a letter, and in the letter there was the request, I lost my dog. Dog left his body. I'm so sad. Can you pray for the dog? That was the letter of one young boy to Pope Francis. And Pope Francis replied, my child, I'm praying for your dog. Let your dog be in heaven. There was a big discussion that can dog enter the heaven? Forget about dog entering heaven or not. How many people they believe or accept there is soul in all living beings, including the trees, plants, insects, all have soul. And soul, just like my Gurudev used to give this example, in all these electric bulbs, there is one electricity. In all these electric bulbs, there is one electricity. If there is only electricity, no bulb, there is no light. If there is only bulb, no electricity, there is no light. And bulb and electricity together, there is light. Then Gurudev said, we all are like tiny, tiny lights. And in each one of us, the same electricity, same soul in each one of us. Now I expand it in all living beings. Same presence of God. There is a beautiful Bengali song of Tagore. Ami shudhu tari matir pradip jalao tahar shikha. I am a tiny lamp of the divine. Let this flame be burning. We all are breathing. The breath is going in and coming out because of the soul. Be very clear. And in the yogic language, it is said, when we all were in mother's womb, the soul entered the body through this door. Which door? You might have seen the soft place on the head of the baby, fontanelle. When the baby is born, it is really soft. If you place your finger and slowly it grew up, closed and strong. But at that time, so that door, the 10th door, that is in the yogic language, it is called as the 10th door. 9 doors are open. 10th door is closed. Through that door, the soul entered the body in mother's womb. When we are born, when the umbilical cord is disconnected, the same moment we started breathing. My Gurudev used to say, breath is life. Breath is your beauty. Breath is your brain power. Breath is your memory. Breath is your strength. Breath is your wealth. Breath control is self-control. Breath mastery is self-mastery. This is the teaching of my Gurudev. Nobody understands the value of breath. Nobody understands the value of breath. When you go to the doctor for any ailment, if the doctor is to examine with the stethoscope and putting the on your chest, in the front, in the back, the doctor tells, breathe little deep. Why does the doctor ask to breathe deep? To understand the quality of your life. Do you know? What is this breath? Breath is oxygen. Air going into the body, we receive oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. Impure blood being purified with presence of oxygen and sent to every cell of the body. I'll tell a little bit more on breath. In the yogic language, in the Vedantic language, we have 3 bodies. Gross body, astral or psychological body, causal or knowledge body. So how many bodies? 3. The breath is of three types. Gross breath, goes from nose to the lung. Gross breath goes from the nose to the lung, back. Subtle breath to every cell through the blood. Because if blood is carrying oxygen to every cell is breathing, receiving oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide, and coming back. This is the subtle astral breath. Causal breath. Here it is the spiritual breath, which the yogis can feel through their meditation. Do you know? We speak of electron, proton, neutron. How many of you have heard the word lifetron? Those who have read Paramahansa Yoganandaji, our master's writing, he spoke of lifetron. What is lifetron? He said, just like electron, proton, neutron, there is life energy which is in us. We have to tap it. If there is manifestation of lifetron, your life is vibrant, full of joyfulness, smile, energy, strength, courage, whatnot. Because we are children of God. Now come back to breath. What is this breath? Describing about breath, the yogic literature speaks, breath is everything. Prano hi Bhagavan Ishaha, Prana Vishnu Pitamaha, Pranena Dharyate Lokam, Sarvam Pranamayam Jagat. Prana is God. Prana is creator. Prana means breath. Prana is the sustainer of life. Prana is death. And the entire creation is manifestation of prana or breath. Who understands it? There is a beautiful prayer to prana. Mateva putran rakshasya. O prana, protect me just like the mother protects the baby. Mateva putran rakshasya, protect me. This prana, the breath is going in you day and night. How many times? The yogis told it is 21,600 times on an average. A person breathes 21,600 times with normal human activities. If you divide it per hour, 900 times. Per minute, 15 times. One breath, 4 seconds. One breath, 4 seconds. Now, you just think, our normal regular breath, if it is 4 seconds on an average, 2 seconds inhalation, 2 seconds exhalation, with this breath, do we really take enough air into the lung? The answer is no. Most of us, we take shallow breathing. Our body doesn't get enough oxygen. Do you know what happens? We yawn. Why do we yawn? Because the brain tells the mouth, my mouth, Mrs. Nose is not able to breathe in the right way. In body there is scarcity of oxygen. Breathe little more. Take a lot of air at a time and then exhale the body will temporarily get some more oxygen. My Gurudev used to tell, oxygen is the nutrition of the brain. Oxygen is the nutrition for the brain. And those who are doctors, they will agree. The brain consumes the maximum quantity of oxygen that we take into the body. The weight of the brain is hardly 3 to 4% of the body weight. And the brain consumes maximum quantity of oxygen. If there would have been, Karl Marx would have told, brain is capitalist, enjoying too much, and body, the other part is proletariat. They're serving day and night. You want good brain power? Provide more blood, more oxygen to the brain. You want good health? Keep your heart and lung healthy. How to keep heart and lung healthy? I was thinking to bring, I have a toy. The toy is spirometer. I play with it. It shows how much air you are taking into the lung. You can measure it. With the mouth you inhale, and you can see how much air you are taking into the lung. I play with it. It was on my bed this morning time. I was thinking to bring it and to show you. Once I showed my breath. It was in Austria. There was a conference of scientists. So they were talking on brain and breath. All this, so I spoke on breath and brain. So I demonstrated one inhalation and exhalation. So they said, is it your lung? How could you breathe so slowly? You can breathe. Now come back to breath. Average breath, how many times I told? 15 times per minute. Now, if you are angry, if you are emotional, if you have fear, I'm not telling I. So if you are angry, if you are emotional, if you have fear, if you have tension, if you are restless, your breath is restless. The rate of breath, instead of 15 per minute on an average for ordinary people, goes higher, 20 per minute. It can go up to 30, 32 per minute. In anger, the rate of breath increases. When the rate of breath is increasing, your heart is beating faster in anger. And what happens in anger? You just imagine, you are breathing fast. That means your body is not getting oxygen, enough oxygen. And when one is angry, the face is red, teeth are clenching, hands are fist. More blood comes to the face, more to the hand and muscles, more. Don't know what happens. The brain doesn't get blood. When one is angry, we do not get enough oxygen, and brain doesn't get too much of blood because more blood is coming to the face and hand. That is why during anger we commit so much of mistakes, and later on unhappy. Why did I become angry? I spoiled my relationship. I destroyed the environment in workplace, and so on. Anger. You see the breath and emotion. Breath and health. If you want good health, physical health, to keep the lung and heart healthy, if you want emotional health, instead of increasing your rate of breath from 15 to 30, the way is decrease the rate of breath. Decrease the rate of breath. I told yesterday, again I am repeating. When one is sleeping, sleeps and breathes slow, long, deep, relaxed. So if we can consciously reduce our breath from 15 per minute to 12 per minute, It's not a big deal. It is very easy. 10 per minute. 10 per minute means 6 seconds per breath. How many seconds? 10 per minute? 6 seconds. 3 seconds inhalation, 3 seconds exhalation. No need to hold your breath. No need to do this. Just your regular breath, you regulate it. Decrease the rate of breath. Do you know, recently, a book which is written and it is to be released next month on my Gurudev's birthday. It's the book on Shri Hanuman. The title of the book is Amazing Hanuman. And in that book, I have written who is Hanuman. We call Hanuman is Pavanaputra. Hanuman is Pavanaputra. Who is Hanuman in me? Breath. Outside air, going into the nostril, it is breath. So breath is the child of air. Breath is the child of air. Hanuman is strong. Do you know? I'll give a simple example. I don't know if you have observed it. Suppose you are trying to lift up one heavy material, heavy box, suitcase. At that time, what happens to you? What happens to your breath? Have you observed? You hold your breath at the time of lifting up. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because your strength increases. When you take the food, swallow the food, at that moment, what happens to the breath? Naturally stops. No kumbha sadrisam balam. Nobody has taught us the brain, the nature, the soul, the divine. We are not aware of it. But holding the breath gives strength. But don't hold without the guidance of a teacher. And don't hold. Breathe slow, long, deep. Fantastic. But don't hold yourself knowing how to hold, how much to hold, why not to hold, when to hold. Otherwise, because it is good, but you should know the way. You should learn from somebody who has some experience. Breath is everything for us. I told yesterday in the Holy Bible, in Gospel of John, 1 by 1, God is spirit. The worshipper of God should worship him in spirit and truth. God is spirit. Spirit means breath. One meaning of spirit in Latin is breath. God is breath. The worshipper of, it is from the Bible. The worshipper of God should worship him in spirit and truth. Through breath to worship. My friends, my loving ones, if you really want your well-being, learn breath management. Breath management is life management. Breath management is health management. Most of the people nowadays more in their old age, especially after 60, because we are not breathing in a proper way. Suppose if you sit not straight, if one sits straight, what happens? The lung and the heart, they get enough space. If we sit in a sofa or couch or in a curved and crooked way, they're compressed. They cannot expand properly. So if most of the people, they will suffer from, will suffer from bronchitis, asthma, breathing trouble, and with breathing trouble, all other trouble will come. So to keep your lung and heart healthy, to keep your brain active, we should take care of our breath. That is why I told about breath management. And Gurudev said breath is wealth. Breath is wealth. If we cannot breathe properly, oxygen support. Few years ago, when there was the dance of COVID, at that time, there was scarcity of oxygen. Oxygen is there in air, but we cannot. The body is sick. And the health is in our hand. Jesus said, kingdom of heaven is in our hand. Kingdom of heaven is within you. But breath is in our hand. We can use it. We can change our life through changing our breath. It is very easy, not difficult. And to sum up with the Kriya Yoga meditation technique, it's mostly based on breath control, regulation of breath. Make your breath play slow, long, deep. Play with your breath. With breath, love God. And it's so easy. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said how life should be. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said the life should be full of joy, full of happiness. And this full of joy, full of happiness is possible by regulating breath. As I told you, if we breathe, decrease the rate of breathing, increasing the length of breath, what happens? The body gets more oxygen. The mind gets relaxed. If you are feeling anytime little bit stressed, little bit tired, take 2-3 minutes break from your work, go outside or balcony or wherever, little bit fresh air, just take slow, long, deep breath, few times. Just practice it and you see what is happening to you. Just practical hint, tip. You just practice and see, your life will change. It costs nothing. It gives so much to us. And we go to Hanuman temple, it is fine. But the Hanuman is with us in every breath. We should use it, not misuse it. Breath. What more to speak? I think it is enough. When the breath is really regulated, when the body is full of, it is the language of Paramahansa Yoganandaji, decarbonization of blood, oxygenation of blood. The blood should be decarbonized and there should be good oxygen level. My Gurudev it was in the year 1997. In 1997, he was 90 plus. And we were staying in the house of a lady we call mother. She was working in a hospital. She took Gurudev's blood for checkup, regular blood work. And she wrote Gurudev's name and age 90. And from the laboratory, they called her because she was working there. Did you give a wrong sample? It is not the blood of a 90 years old person. It is not the blood of a 90 years old person. She asked why. No, there cannot be such good oxygen level. This whatever the parameter, I don't know the medical things. He said, I collected blood, I put the level. He is my guru and he's an Indian yogi. He lived 95 years, 6 months, 6 days. In his 90s, You cannot imagine his brain power, his memory. As I told you, oxygen is the nutrition of the brain. If you provide good oxygen, enough oxygen to the brain cells become active, and the scientists tell we do not use most of the brain cells are remaining inactive. And they are telling the Nobel laureate they use hardly 10% of their brain cell. They are highly intellectual. And what about we, the ordinary people? If we want good health, good mind, good brain, good memory, success, as I told you, change your breath, your fear, tension will go away. Anger will not come so easily. Irritation will be eliminated quickly. Right? Because when you are really practicing this breath, and you will be aware, oh, this is coming to me. You change it. And as I told you, in between, if you take some slow, long, deep breath, it will change your life. Thank you all. My love to all of you. And few question and answer we can have. If you have any question, you can ask directly.